Hey guys, we're going to be adding on to the intro to sketching. So what you're going to do is you're not going to create a new document. You're going to go into Created by Me. And when you click on Created by Me, here, I'll do like go back this way and then go back this way, right? So when I go Created by Me, it's just the stuff I've created. So here, it's going to look like this as long as you've done this base. If you haven't done the base, it's going to be the pin. We'll figure that out as we go. So at the bottom here, you have your Part Studio 1 is your pin. Then you added this Part Studio 2. This thing is in my way. Okay. At the bottom is the plus sign. So I want you to click on this plus sign and go to Create Part Studio. It's still in the way. It's not annoying at all, right? Okay. So Create Part Studio right here. Click on that. It's going to create a new one. You're going to go to your front plane, and you're going to be doing it on the view cube on the front view. You're going to hit Sketch, and you're going to go to your line tool. So now the front plane has been selected. I'm going to go up my line tool, click on the origin, click up. Then I'm going to go to the left. And look how it's continuing with the horizontal alignment. I want to keep that. I'm going to go about halfway down, keeping my vertical alignment. I'm going to go back out to the left, keeping all those nice alignments. Then I'm going to go back down. And I want that highlight to come up that says that I'm connected. You got all these good alignments going on, vertical and horizontal, and the origin. And then I'm going to go back to the origin. All right, so that is a shape that we're building. We're now going to do something that we've never done before, which is we're going to mirror inside the drawing. So I'm going to go to the mirror tool. It looks kind of like the three-dimensional one, but it's hollow, I guess, is the difference in the picture. Click on that. And the first thing you click on is going to be the direction, the thing that they use to mirror it. So I'm going to click on this, and now it says, what would you like to mirror? What entities, right? So this. So as I click on it, it's doing exactly the same thing. So if you ever go back to change anything, it'll change that. That's it for the mirroring. I'm going to deselect it, and I'm going to pick the construction line. So Q on your keyboard for your shortcut. And I'm going to click this line. Ooh, you know what? I might have had to click the line first. Okay, so that doesn't work. So when it's yellow, once you've clicked on it and it's yellow, go back and hit construction again. And see, now it's that dashed line that we all know and love. I'm then going to go to the dashed line and the line tool. And I'm going to start at the origin. I'm going to go way over to the right, way outside of the picture, and keep it nice and straight. This is the deal, guys. This is going to be our axis, how we're going to revolve everything around it. So you got to keep that line there, okay? Click there. Now I'm going to throw some dimensions on here. And the dimensions are weird. You can't just like pick this piece, because see how it's like split in half from the mirror? You have to do like a technique that all CAD jockeys do, but you have to kind of think about this. Click on this side, then click on this side. And now we have the width of the whole thing. So you got to kind of remember to do that. This is going to be 35. And then I'm going to do this again. This side. This side. And I bring it up above the drawing so I can see what's going on. That's going to be 60. Now, this is weird. This is really weird. As long as you have this dashed line, it's all going to make sense. I'm going to click on this top line, and I'm going to go down, and I want my mouse to highlight the dashed line. So see how the dashed line is highlighted right now? Click on that, and then I'm going to bring my mouse down and then do my final resting click. So what that did is it told me the measurement of when it's going to rotate, how wide it's going to be when it's completely done. That measurement is, that tall one is 90. Put that in. And now I'm going to do the same thing for this. But again, I can't just click on the line. I got to click on the dashed line. So that's kind of a weird, I guess I got to go up here. Kind of a weird visual there. And that's going to be 50. All right, and just because I'm a little bit, not OCD about this, but I like it to look right? So that's like, if you were going to draw this and like, give it to somebody and say I'm a professional artiste, professional CAD jockey, right? You would want it to kind of look like that. Okay, so that's all done now. This is the thing. The next part of the demo, when the guy goes through it, he actually cuts a piece out to make a hole. So I'm going to do that now. So we're going to go here and we're going to do the line tool. And I'm going to pick, I do not want it to tie into this midpoint. So do not allow it to tie into the midpoint because that'll just mess things up later and turn things red. But I'm going to go there and then I'm going to go there and see how it says it's perpendicular. It's, you know, it's doing all those nice alignments. So I know everything is good there. The dimension for this is going to stay. So I'm going to click here. And I still want to click on my dashed line because I'm going to delete the other stuff and I want it to still be there. But I want this to be on the top. I don't want it to go underneath this time. I want it to be up here. So that is going to be 10. Once you've done that, you can now delete the stuff underneath. So that's going to make that whole. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to cut out those bottom pieces. Look how the dashed line stayed, right? It cut out on this sub part, which is fine. That doesn't matter. But it kept here, and that's very important. You want that piece to be there because that's how we're going to rotate it in a second. All right, so that looks good. That's, oh, I almost forgot. Whew. Good thing you guys are here. No. Okay, we need to fillet the corners. So I'm going to go here, 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 and here. So not the bottom corners. Those bottom ones stay, but everything else goes. It says R5. I'm going to switch that to 3. So the radius is 3. And it's done. Okay, now I'm going to hit the check mark. So my drawing is done. And I'm going to revolve it. So revolve is right here. If you see my mouse, it's right here. It's next to extrude, next to sketch, right? Revolve looks like a C. I'm going to click on that. And the first thing I'm going to do is decide what I'm revolving. So I'm revolving this piece here. So I'm going to click on that we just drew. And then it says it turns pink, revolve axis. So I'm going to click on the revolve axis, pink square, and I'm going to click on this dashed line. All right, so now let's go isometric. Okay, so we've done that part. I'm going to hit check. And you have, see how there's a hole in the center? That's because we cut out that little 10. If we hadn't cut out that 10, it would be completely closed. So that little step allowed us to do that. I'm going to go on the view cube to the word right. So that allows me to see this part. And I'm going to draw a circle up here. So I'm going to go to sketch and I'm going to pick this surface, this bigger circle surface. And I'm going to sketch a circle on it. Now, the way that they said to do it is you go up here to the origin, but you don't click. And then with your mouse, you go up straight. See how that line is all happy? And then you click. And then you draw your circle. So what that does is it ties it to the origin. If you do not do that, you can always go to this vertical alignment and click on this dot and then click on the origin, and that would do the same thing. That would line it up. So if you missed that little thing, there's always, of course, you can always go back and put those constraints back in. We're going to put some dimensions on this. The radius for this is 9. And then I want to say, let's see if I can get this right. What do you think? Is it 43.5? Nope, it's not. Okay, hold on. Where can I find that dimension? Because I don't think I have it written. Oh, no, I do. Okay, so it's 34. That's cool, actually, for those of you that are dyslexic like me. 34.5. All right. There you go. That's it. That's your drawing. So once you have those two measurements, you can see it's black. It means that it is fully defined. We hit the check mark. The next thing we're going to do is extrude. I'm going to click on that circle. And I'm going to go to remove. And why isn't it? And I'll say through all. Okay, then it looks pretty. That's what I want it to look like. Hit the check mark. Okay, here we go. The next part is we are going to pattern it. Now, when you go up here at the top where the hole tool is, next to it is the pattern tool, but that says linear pattern, and that's not what I want. We're doing a circle. So if you do the drop down, you're going to see circular pattern. I'm going to click on that. And it says part pattern up here, and I don't want part, I want feature. So I'm going to click on feature. And then it says what feature are you patterning? Well, we're patterning this little guy here, right? And then where it says, where's the axis? Okay, this is kind of crazy. The axis isn't really here right now. Like I can't click here. It's not, that does not make it happy. So we're gonna go to isometric so we can see what's going on. And you're gonna go over here and you notice how this is like shaded lighter and there's the eyeball has got a line through it. I'm going to click on that eyeball. And what that does is it makes that drawing that we did reappear. And there is our little dashed line, our axis that we've been using. So I'm going to click on that. And then 360 degrees is going to stay, but we're going to do 12. There's going to be 12 of them. There you go. So if you have, just so you can see what it looks like, if you have done all of this, then this assignment is done. That's the end of this assignment. I will be looking, like when I look through, you've already shared it with me. So there shouldn't be any issues there because you've shared with the pin and all that's already been shared with the class. I will see it pop up as you finish it. So don't worry about that. But once you get to this point, that's what I'm looking for, then I know it's done. All right, good job, guys.